let me tell you a story. So this was about 9 months ago. We were on a school camp. There's camps you go on with school, and this camp was very long, like 3 weeks or so. For a bit of context, we have been like we're all tired as fuck. I mean, we've been driving for about 4 days or so, and like we were so tired. We couldn't wait to finally get to this place called Murruwinji National Park in the middle of Australia, like hot red desert of Australia. And so we finally arrived there. Like, oh my god, we finally arrived after driving through straight plains for like 4 fucking days. So anyway, we'd arrived and we set up and then the next morning we were having breakfast around the fireplace. Just chatting, like talking about the ride, talking about what we're gonna do. And this kid, let's just call him Jacob, he comes up to me and he says, "Hey Aki, we should go for a run today." And I just think like, wow, this kid, like let's just call him Jacob. Yeah, Jacob. Like he's a bit chubby. He was saying like what a legend. I mean, this kid, it's the middle of the day. Like he wants to go for a run in the middle of the day. Even though it's winter when we get there, he still wants to go for a run. So I say yes, and we plan and we go. And so the time comes, we start running, and like he's pretty fat. He's struggling. He's fucking struggling. I mean, he's stopping every like 100 meters or so. But we get to about the 2 kilometer mark, and he says, "You know what, Aki, I'm just done. This is fucking hard." So he turns back, but I keep on running, and I run up to the top of this like really like steep hill. It's probably like a almost 90-degree angle. There's goats running, like fucking wild goats, right? Like I'm chasing the goats. It's actually so fun, and I'm chasing them. I'm running up the steep rocks. All like the little prickly things are getting me, but I'm not even focusing on them. Trying to get these goats, and I'm still running up the hill. So anyway, I get to the top of this hill. I stand on this big rock, and I just feel like fucking amazing. I mean, like I'm just being a masculine role model for this kid in my class, and I just literally run up this steep fucking rocky hill, and I just like pose like a bodybuilder. I just feel like amazing. I feel so masculine, and my ego is like here, but like I just feel awesome. And I remember thinking at that moment, like surely there's some sort of distinction between being selfishly arrogant and being and having like a proud ego. So here's what I learned from that day. Ego isn't really the enemy, like arrogance is. I feel like ego only makes you work harder and gives you this feeling good about myself but never satisfied mentality. But when I say ego, you probably think of like some arrogant piece of shit who just thinks he's better than everyone like else around him because he has money and like he just bullies people. Fucking like like. But ego isn't the enemy. When I have a big ego, it's only ever from doing things that are good for me, like running, training with the boys, swimming, doing whatever the fuck I'm doing, eating a good meal even. Like all these things that give me a positive masculine attitude that makes me strive for more and helps me be a more masculine role model for my community and my family. And people always talk about like, oh, ego, it's not good for you. And like I know about the Stoics and the Roman philosophers how ego is the enemy. And to be honest, I'll be totally like authentic with you. I haven't read those books, and I'm just talking about my mind, what I was thinking about back then on the camp. But I just feel like this positive masculine attitude, aka ego, is like steroids for your mental health. I mean, if you're having a bad day, like, and your ego is like up here, but then like something happens, it goes down, and you just feel like shit. But then if you do something good for yourself, like going for a run or like all these like physical training, for example, your ego is up here, but it's not from like doing shit like drugs and getting like your fucking retard friends talking to you like, wow, that was so awesome. Like you get it from running. You get that self belief that you're awesome, which gives you this positive masculine ego, which is like actually good for you, I think. It's like steroids for your mental health, and when you work on yourself every day and improve yourself, then of course you're gonna have an ego. Ego is not the enemy. Anyway, but thanks for watching, bro. I love you. No homo, just saying. I love you. Keep working hard, and I'll see you in the next video.